Greetings ladies and gentlefish, and welcome to this replay in the American Tier 7 heavy tank, the T29. This is a Tier 7 game, so we're top tier, and we are here on Westfield. Now, spoiler alert, I'm going to do fairly well in this game, but this replay is not about me. I could have had a god-awful game, and assuming that I'd have sat through this game, I still would have posted it up. This replay is about our Cromwell platoon, and one driver in particular who has balls of steel, and hats off to him. Or her. Hats off to them, because they're an absolute rock star, but we'll get to that in a bit. So, this is Westfield. The T29 has a really nice turret front and good gun depression. I have a review up on my channel of this if you're interested. It is, in my opinion, the best Tier 7 heavy tank by a considerable margin. Arguably the best Tier 7 tank, and again arguably the best, or one of the best, tanks, tier for tier, in the game. It's an absolutely phenomenal machine. And hills like this are its playground, and hello, apparently the enemy T29 is also aware of this. So we're going to have a bit of a mirror match. There's also an enemy T150 and a Hellcat over here that we know of thus far. So I'm a little bit cautious about poking my nose up too much. Bounce one shot there. And I also bounce in return on the AMX M445, and there's the SU-152. Now, if it was his shell that I bounced earlier on, that means that either he's firing armor piercing with the 152mm howitzer, which will make me laugh, or he's using one of the 122mm guns. He just bounced again. My money's on a 122mm, because if he's firing AP with the howitzer, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That seems unlikely. Let's put it that way. So, I'm trying to be a little bit cautious here, because if I turn my turret to face any particular tank, I risk opening my side turret armor up, and that was a bad shot. You know, his upper plate sloped back, so not a great shot. I risk opening up the side armor of my turret to shots from other people. Now, hello, lower plate of the T29, yeah, we'll have that shot. He was sitting up there tracked, I shall happily take advantage. Stura ML over there as well. I mean, there's a lot of stuff over here. We have thus far lost a Lux, a Jagdpanzer 4, and we just lost a KV2. The enemy has lost a Lux. So, SU-152, put a nice meaty damage into his face. Now, it looks like we're a little bit surrounded here, and, you know, our team, as I mentioned, is technically losing this, so this is looking a little bit dubious. If I can polish off the SU-152, that would be a valuable kill. But, you know, Russian tank destroyers, magnetic gun mantlets, what are you going to do? And it wasn't a fully aimed shot. I can't really complain too much about that, in all fairness. With that reload, that SU is definitely using a 122mm gun. And frustratingly, I bounce on him yet again. Jesus Christ. Anyway, our guys are getting shot up, and this is not good. I bounce on him again and miss him. I'm really not having much luck with that guy, which is a problem because we need to do something. We're currently losing 2 kills to 4. I try for a shot into what I hope is the side armor of that T29, but it was a very hopeful shot. It didn't penetrate, and I take pain in the side of my turret, or the side of my tank, for my troubles. Our team is losing 3-5, well, it was 2-5. Managed to kill the SU-152, make it 4-5, but I do take another damaging shot for my effort. Can't do that all day. Scoreline is now 4-6 as we lose a Panzer IV. This is dubious. I mean, this is going to be awkward with all of those tanks over there. And we are still losing this game. So, AMX will put a shot into the side of his turret. That was an easy shot. I'm not complaining. Certainly not complaining. And just seeing what else I can get shots on while exposing as little of my machine as possible. And another one into the AMX, and we bounce one, look like, from the T29. Scoreline is currently 5-7. Can't get effective shots on that T29, alas. Might be able to get one into his commander's hatch, which we do, but he manages to pen my hull. I now have 260 health remaining. I am a one-shot for quite a lot of these guys. Or a potential one-shot for quite a lot of these guys. We're losing this, and... Hello. Okay. Cromwell. Mysak. Now, I looked up this Cromwell platoon after the game. I have no idea which one is which, but two of them have rather dodgy stats. Or one of them is below average, one of them is average, and one of them is above average. I have no idea which one this guy is, and you know what? I don't care. This guy, in the Cromwell, is going around the back of all of those enemy tanks. Do you know what that means they're going to do? They can either keep looking at me, in our direction, in which case the Cromwell is going to chew them up from behind, or they can turn and face the Cromwell. In which case, hopefully, our team is going to respond. Now, what was going through my head at the time? I wanted to take advantage of this opportunity that the absolutely fantastic person, Mysak, in the Cromwell is trying to give us, but I'm also very conscious of the fact that I only have 260 health left. And so I want to make sure that nobody is going to plant a big old fat shot into my face when I try and do so, and kill me. At the time, Loki was screaming in my ear to go and help the Cromwell. Cromwell kills the T29. I go for it, manage to kill the AMX M445, and suddenly we're 10-8 up. That stalemate has been completely broken. And that KV-13 is dead. That one move from that Cromwell has completely changed this game, but so often you'll get a light tank or a medium tank driver will try something like that. They will try and provide a distraction for their team, and their team will sit there, poke around the corner, have a look and go, oh, he's being brave, that's nice, and do absolutely nothing. Your light or medium tank has thrown their machine away, and they just die. In this situation, and it wasn't just me, the guys who were with me as well, the Cromwell went, we were able to back him up, and suddenly that little pocket of tanks that were being really problematic evaporated, and the scoreline went from 8-8 to 13-9 in something like 45 seconds. So that Cromwell driver was an absolute hero. It's the guy for the record with 4 kills. Now, I'm not going to go and look up his stats. I'm not going to tell you if he was the below average, the average, or the above average one. I don't really care. He was an absolute rock star. He or she was an absolute rock star, and maybe would have won if they hadn't done that. Maybe we wouldn't. But that action definitely meant that, providing people backed them up, and they did, that this game was ours. So, a massive shout out to that Cromwell driver. You did good. You played fantastically. Well done to you. Their entire Cromwell platoon is actually still alive, so a big shout out to all of them. Good game, guys. That was fantastic. There's just the AMX 12T remaining. Sorry. Commiserations to the enemy AMX. He's played a good game. He's racked up 4 kills. With matchmaking, that's fairly nice for him, granted, but it's also fairly nice to me. Whatever. Let's go and kill him. In the nicest and most gentlemanly way possible. But as I say, this game wasn't about me. It was about that Cromwell driver being brave, seeing what had to be done, doing it, and the team backing him up. Yeah, I mean, obviously when he did it, there was no guarantee anyone was actually going to help him. And as I say, a lot of the time, no one would have done. But on this occasion, they did. And it's things like that that turn a game on its head and that will win for you. And if you were playing like a tank company game or a team game with a bunch of clanmates, you could say, come and back me up, and they'd do it, and you'd be golden. And if you're playing with platoon mates, maybe they'd be able to back you up. Ooh, the AMX survives with his life, it looks like. Don't know where he is. There he is, the cheeky little sod. But we've just capped out anyway. So if you had people you could rely on voice comms or something, they could come and give you support. But this is a completely random game. He doesn't know the other people who were in a position to actually help him from Adam. He went for it. Commendation to you, sir. And also, you know, commendations to our team who saw what he was doing, went, right, screw this. Let's go and take advantage of the distraction. And we won. So, yeah, that was why I decided to show this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. and enjoyed seeing a nice little bit of teamwork for a change. So often in any sort of online game, you come to the conclusion that everyone you're playing with are a bunch of brain-dead morons. But in this situation, it was lovely to see a bit of teamwork. So I hope you guys enjoyed that game. If you did, please feel free to catch some of my other videos and or subscribe to my channel, and I wish you very happy hunting on that battlefield. Ciao, ciao.